It's getting harder to break into data science, whether you're straight out of school, a boot camp, if you're pivoting from another field into a data role. It's getting harder. What I want to do is give you two very simple tips and then one trick that I've been seeing a lot of people over the last year use to land their first role, and it's been really successful for them. So that's something that I want to share with you. Hiring, it's slowing down. There are less entry level positions. You've got more competition because there are so many roles right now that people don't feel that they have job security in anymore. And they look at data as a field. They say, wow, there's a lot of job security there. There's a lot of opportunity there. There are more people trying to get into the data field now than at any other time. And it's just going to continue to grow. So you have a lot of competition. But I want to give you this one trick, just a little trick. It'll make you stand out from every time you apply to a job. You see 200 people have applied for this, 500 people have applied for it. I'm going to give you a trick that'll make you stand out from all of them. Just try. Don't be lazy. I cannot tell you as a hiring manager how lame it is to see people who put in zero effort to their resume. They're not qualified for the job. They're just spamming their resume to every possible position. Their resume is filled with typos. It doesn't really tell me what they can do, what problems they can solve, what role they're even looking for. It's amazing. If you put a little bit of effort into your resume, if you explain what you're looking for, what your capabilities are, what problems you can solve, what technologies you use to solve those problems, and just some basic background on your qualifications, edit it, put it into a neat format where it flows, that just by itself puts you above, I would say, 80 to 90% of the people who I have applying for positions that I post publicly. It's so bad. And every hiring manager I know shares this same frustration. So all you have to do is put in just that little bit of extra effort, and you'll already stand out above the majority of candidates, because right now, nobody wants to hire lazy people. Now that there is this slowdown, the tolerance for laziness and typos and everything else has just gone straight down to zero. Second trick, and it's actually not that hard. When people say, oh, you've got a network, immediately you think, oh, this is going to be a lot of effort. There's going to be a lot of socializing involved. No. Think of yourself as a product. Anytime that we build a product, we have to figure out, okay, what does the market want? What do customers want? What do they need? How am I going to make this product fit customer needs as well as possible? And so when you reach out and network with hiring managers, that's really your goal. Doing a little bit of market research on the job that you're getting into, your customer, the hiring manager, and make it simple for them to get back to you. Just ask them for one or two lines. What makes someone stand out and be worth giving a shot to for that first role? What are you really looking for that would put a person like yourself, myself, above everyone else? That's your market research. And you'll find your resume gets increasingly tailored and customized to the needs that you hear over and over again, because you are going to hear a lot of the same challenges from hiring managers. It's not so much about skills, it's about knowledge, it's about business acumen. We need people who can get results, who can deliver products to production, models to production, who can build infrastructure. You're going to hear the same challenges over and over again from every single hiring manager. And they're all about getting results, delivering value, meeting the needs of their customers. So just those really quick interactions with hiring managers, even if they don't offer you a role, even if they don't lead to you being able to apply directly or going, through that side door, you'll at least get a better idea, and your resume is going to sound so much more connected to what hiring managers are concerned about, what I would call their front of mind or top of mind concerns. That's also going to give you a leg up above most of your competition. The last piece, and this is something that I've seen people over the last year and a half use effectively to break into the field, and it's treating themselves like a business. Basically, act like you're a business and you're going after your first client. It is amazing how much hustle I've seen people display and how much better their results are, they end up getting better first roles, higher paying jobs at better companies when they take this act like a business approach. The first piece of it is just building out a capabilities sheet. What is it that you're capable of doing? And you're going to think to yourself, well, I can't really do anything. No, it's totally wrong. If you look at platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, you are more qualified for some of the things, just the mundane, the stuff we overlook in data. We think we've got to be, for a data science role, we've got to be doing hardcore algorithms and models and working with massive data sets. 90% of what smaller businesses need is so much more low level, and you are absolutely qualified for it. So if you go on platforms like Fiverr, like Upwork, you're going to see all of these smaller projects. But when you think about it, each one of the things I'm about to list off is tangible work experience. It's project experience. And there are thousands of people who need just these sort of micro projects done. And places like Fiverr and Upwork are where they go to get people like yourself who can get these little tasks done. They're going to be cheap. Fair warning, you are not going to get paid very well for these, but you'll get lunch money and you'll also get experience, which is huge. I call this social credit. Anytime you complete one of these projects, you can get a review. Ask them for a review. That feedback, put it on your resume. Put it on your capability sheet and on whatever profiles that you have. Those are all recommendations and endorsements. These are real world projects that you can put on your resume. I've seen people do this to huge effect, just directing people to, hey, if you don't believe what I'm saying about myself, check out my testimonials page. And it's just like if you go on Amazon or if you go on eBay, you don't want to buy from a seller who has 0 reviews and no feedback. That's kind of what a resume with no experience is like. But if you're on these platforms like Fiverr and Upwork and you take on 3, 4, 5 of these sort of smaller micro projects and you start getting 5-star reviews, 4 and 5-star reviews, and those little quotes that you can put in there, then people begin to trust you more. Just like on Amazon and just like on eBay, you read through somebody's reviews and you go, okay, this seller has 15 reviews, 45 reviews. Okay, they're not nobody. They know what they're doing. I can give them a level of trust. That's called social credit or social proof. And if you do these types of small jobs, and like I said, you're going to think you're not qualified, but you are. Data gathering, data entry, data cleaning, data labeling, all of that. You can do any of those things straight out of a boot camp or college. You can do all of those, right? I mean, you've been trained to do that at a very basic level. And people need that. They need help with Excel. Kid you not, just basic spreadsheet help, macros, VBA, all that stuff. All those remedial type of tasks, they need help with that. And those are low-level data professional types of tasks. Managing file formats. I can't tell you how many people need conversions from PDF to something else or scraping. Web scraping's huge. If you have basic web scraping skills, there are a ton of people that need your help. Scraping emails, scraping data from websites, scraping prices from competitors' websites. All of these there is a lot of demand for them. Basic visualization. People need reports. People need analytics. People need visualizations. People from reporters. I've seen reporters on these platforms saying, hey, I need some visualizations. I need something that really looks good. And you can build a portfolio of visualizations and get paid for it. Again, not that much, but you'll get paid for it. You'll get experience. You'll get the reviews, and you're doing data visualization. You can do data cleanup. You can help people clean up their ERP systems, their CRMs. You can do basic research work for people. You could technical explainer videos are an option. You can do documentation and technical writing. You can do quality assurance testing. You are qualified. Believe me, you are qualified to attempt to break things. You could execute test cases. You can write them and implement them. You can also do automation. Testing, a lot of quality assurance testing includes automation, and that will give you some background and experience in basic automation techniques, scripting. Those are all relevant work experience. And then finally, I didn't realize this, but this is a big demand area. Setting up virtual environments and building containers. Docker and Kubernetes. If you can do some of those basic tasks, you're getting experience. It's not, high-end, massive, big project experience. But like I said, you put 5 of these on a resume with the reviews. All of a sudden, you have social credit and social proof. You're no longer somebody with zero experience, and it's not just you saying, hey, I did this project and it's awesome. You have reviews. You have people who say, yeah, this person was great to work with. Worked with them, delivered on time, high quality, would definitely use them again. Those are the types of one-liner recommendations that make you stand out, make your portfolio a little bit more real, especially if you can get that data wrangling, data cleaning, scraping, and data gathering. Any of those visualizations are really big. If you can do visualizations and reporting, those are great tasks to take on. Those are all relevant work experience. They get attention. Finally, last piece I'm going to say is make finding you easy. Make learning more about you easy. Make getting in touch with you easy. So if somebody gets your resume, have some links to a place where they can learn more about you, find more of those quotes, read reviews about you, see the types of projects that you've worked on, maybe get a taste of your portfolio. Make it easy to find you. Put it on every profile. Put your email in every single profile that you have out there. Anything that you could possibly put your email in that someone could search and find you with, do it. Make it so simple to reach out and to connect with you that if someone is hiring and they come across your resume or they come across one of your profiles and I want to talk to this person, make it easy. Removing that friction makes it so much more likely that one of those chance encounters is going to result in an interview, or at least in that initial phone screening or outreach. Make yourself easy to find, learn more about, and connect with. Remove that friction. If you follow those 2 very simple tips and that third, little bit more complex tip, but if you're building a portfolio, getting paid even a little bit for it, and doing real-world projects with actual clients and customers, huge experience. You're also going to sound different after you've interacted and engaged with clients and customers. You begin to understand their needs because it's one-on-one. You are going to be talking to the person who is in need of your services. You're going to understand their needs better. And that puts you in a different place because now you understand customer needs, whether it's internal users or external customers. You're able to speak to them and you have a more realistic framework of how projects actually work. You have that level of business expertise and domain expertise. It's not a lot, but it will make you stand out considerably from everyone else. So 2 simple techniques, one kind of advanced, more effort, but definitely going to make you stand out. So happy hunting, even in our little bit of a downturn.